channel. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Today's video, I am like halfway, I'm not even done getting ready yet. That's why I look kind of crazy. Sorry, I've been gone for like almost a month. I did a whole bunch of stuff like before, and I also filmed a ton of stuff, but I was so incredibly sick. I got COVID and I was sick for like almost over 2 weeks. I couldn't even stay awake long enough to like edit a video or anything, so I have like all this footage and I couldn't do anything about it. I finally got COVID, and I kept saying I was so lucky and thankful. All of COVID season I didn't get it at all, so I was like so happy. I also barely leave my house, so I'm like, I knew I was like bound to get it. I just didn't know when. So I'm kind of glad I got it like done and over with. It's been like well over 2 weeks. Like it's almost going on 3 weeks now, so I'm like safe to go out and like do stuff, but that was like the worst sickness I've ever had in my whole entire life. Like it was horrible, and I'm not just saying that. Like I'll run you down the timeline of like what all happened and like my symptoms and stuff, but like by far it is the worst sickness I've ever had. And I've had like the flu, I've been like sick, I've had food poisoning, I've had sicknesses where you like have the runs and puke, and like I've literally had every sickness besides this. Like this was like the craziest sickness I've ever had. But I'll run you down like the timeline as I'm getting ready. Sorry if I'm looking like crazy. It all started back on Mother's Day. I'll run through like the timeline of everything. Mother's Day weekend. It was May 7th. So May 7th, my sisters and my mom, we all have been wanting to get like matching tattoos for a long time. Like first it was me and my sisters. We just wanted a sister tattoo. I do have one tattoo on my hip. It's pretty big, but it's like a Irish claddagh and a four-leaf clover because I'm Irish. I love four-leaf clovers. But we couldn't ever agree on anything for the longest time, like the same tattoo. So like years and years kept going by, and we're like, no, it's not the right time. And then finally around Mother's Day, like that weekend, we finally all agreed to go to Countryside Mall, and we were going to get matching tattoos. And we were trying to look, this is gonna look crazy, so just ignore me. We were trying to look for different tattoo artists, but everybody like either wasn't responding to us, like my little sister when they would reach out, or she would reach out and try to get like prices, because we weren't gonna spend like $200 on a little tattoo. We just wanted like a little tiny like dainty one. So we looked for a while for a good like tattoo artist, and then finally we just were like, nobody's responding, no one's available, so we're just gonna go to Countryside Mall because that's they have Atomic Tattoo in that mall. So we went to Atomic Tattoo in the mall, and we all finally agreed on a tattoo. We're all sitting down, and there's 5 of us because my mom actually wanted to join and get a four-leaf clover tattoo, and this is her first tattoo ever. I took a ton of pictures when we went, so I'll try to like insert them. But we ended up all getting tattoos. We had to split between 2 artists. One took my oldest sister, my mom, and my second oldest sister, and then the other tattoo artist took my little sister and me. Just to split it up because there were so many of us. Like I said, this is gonna look crazy, so just ignore me for a second, but I'm looking really rough. And my face is like breaking out really bad again, so I'll get back to my normal face routine. I just was so sick. I could barely even brush my teeth. Like that's how bad it was. For like a couple days I couldn't even get out of bed. But we went to Atomic Tattoo in Countryside Mall, and my sister went up, and I'm watching my sister get her tattoo done. And the tattoo artist, I don't know if he had too much caffeine or what he was on, but he literally was trying to tattoo her and was like this before she even touched her skin. And I was getting so like bad vibes. I was getting anxiety. I'm like, did I just pick the wrong tattoo artist? Like there was no, we couldn't look at like history, like all of his whatever So we're just doing it, going with the flow. And it's my turn. So I couldn't decide for the longest time. I didn't know if I wanted it on my finger, on my ankle, like on my foot, or if I wanted it like on my side. I didn't know. I just wanted a little dainty tattoo, but they kept saying like the ones that we did pick had too many teeny tiny lines and they couldn't make them small enough, or else they'll like bleed together and look bad. So we ended up going with this one. I'll insert pictures if I still have them. But we ended up going with this one tattoo that was really, really cute and small and dainty. And I wanted my tattoo like as small as possible. I didn't want it like huge, but the smallest that they could go was, I'll show you my finger. But I'll show you what mine looks like. Up was my turn. The guy did the same thing. I had my, because I ended up getting it on my finger, I had my hand down as he's tattooing it, does the same thing, the shaking really bad. My sister's watching it and he's doing my tattoo and he finishes it and then he's like, wait, I have to go over one little line again, because I guess he didn't do it hard enough or go over it several times like you're supposed to. So I didn't think anything of it, and he put a clear wrap around it. It took like 2 seconds, but it was so painful. Like, finger tattoos hurt because they're bony, like it's all on your bone. So I go back and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, the guy was so nice, but it looks horrible. And I'm sorry, I am getting old to the point where I don't care if I hurt someone's feelings, because this is your job. Like, you're tattooing people and it's gonna be on their body forever. If you can't do a good job, then why are you doing that job? Like, you should do something else. Like, that was just really, really, really bad. Like, it rubbed me the wrong way. But this is my tattoo. Let's see. And like I said, I'll insert like pictures of us getting it done. But do you see how bad the line work is? The bottom for the clover part is missing. Like, it looks like a temporary tattoo. Like, it just looks horrible. But before we even went up, we asked for pricing. And my mom and my other sisters, they got bigger four-leaf clovers, like they were huge, and they had a little bit of color in it. Like, one leaf was green and then the rest was black, but all of theirs was $80 flat. I get up to the cash register, and the guy that did my tattoo, the last minute, he whispered in the cash register's ear, like the lady that was cashing me out, she was like, or he said, that one's $100. So mine ended up being $100. I tipped him $20, so this was a $120 tattoo for this. I was the only one that got gypped, and it looks horrible. We called like a few weeks later and we're like, this looks so bad, like it's finally healed and it looks like a temporary tattoo, like it's peeling off, it just looks horrible. So they said you have to go back to the same tattoo artist if you want to touch up for free. So it stinks. Like, we can't go to the other guy that we had when we all split up. This is a good example to always research the artist that you go to before you even do it. Like, don't willy-nilly do what we did and just go to the mall and hope that the tattoo artist is good. You assume they are because they're in like a shop, but not all the time. We had a good time, but I like to, like, when I'm hanging out with people, like out in public, I don't like to eat. I know it sounds really weird. I will starve myself and like barely drink water, especially if we were walking around the mall for hours. I don't want to have to constantly go to the bathroom. I feel like I might have like IBS or something. Every time I eat out in public, I instantly have to go to the bathroom and it's like horrible after. So I try really hard not to eat. And if I do, I'll bring like something that I have at the house that's really light. It sounds horrible, but it is what it is. But I get these symptoms all the time when I don't eat or drink water. I get really dehydrated, I have a massive eye headache, and I just like kind of shut down. Like, I'm not the type that gets like hangry and upset and like mean and I need food like now. My body, I just get really tired and slow. Like, I don't talk very fast and like I'm just tired and slow. So like when I don't eat for a long period of time, like hours. I know it sounds really bad, but I only do it like if I'm out with my family, like Black Friday shopping. I'll like barely eat because I don't want to have to constantly keep going to the bathroom. And I'm sure other people can relate, but It's just a weird thing that I do. But that was Mother's Day weekend. We all decided to get matching tattoos, and it was so much fun. We're waiting for our tattoos to heal, and it just looked horrible. Like, I cannot believe I spent $100 on this little thing that just looks so bad. The line work is horrible. Like, the heart for the 4-leaf clover doesn't even look like a heart. Like, I kind of want to go to somebody else, but it just sucks. I have to pay again. The other tattoo artist, he said that he could touch ours up, but he would charge us $30 since we weren't his original tattoo artist. It just really is horrible. Do your research before you get a tattoo, because oh my gosh. After that, let me check my timeline. So Mother's Day weekend, we ended up going to Countryside Mall, and then fast forward to the end of May. So May 28th is when we were gonna go get touch-ups for our tattoos. I don't know why we canceled. Oh, because we had to go during the week. We canceled those plans. And then, oh, I forgot. I also was helping my mom's friend. It's a family friend. She ended up having to move out of her house that she was renting for over 16 years because the landlord decided to sell their house. And I know that's happening a lot to people, and it's so scary and sad. But I was there every single, like, as much as I could. I tried to help, like, a whole weekend, help her and her family move. Because they finally did find a place, and it was so cute. I could insert, they have like a cute little barn in the back. It's red and it's huge. It is such a beautiful property, like the land and everything, and the neighbors and the landlord. They're on, like, they own the whole strip, and I guess they have horses. So the family friend can see the horses, like, whenever they let them out. I'm so jealous. One of these days I'll try to visit and see if I can catch them and, like, record it. I don't know if I've ever seen a horse. I mean, I might have, like, from afar, but I don't think I have up close, but I could be wrong. But I helped that family friend move. I think it was the middle of May. It was like one of those weekends I was helping them move, and same thing. It was just me, my mom, and her friend. And I'm not trying to rude, but, like, my mom and her are, like, in their 50s or 60, and I was trying to do as much as I could because it was just us three, and I didn't want my mom to, like, hurt herself or anything, and I was trying to do as much as I could, and I really wanted just to get home because I was so exhausted. So literally everything I was trying to do myself, like everything heavy, all the boxes I would put on a dolly. I would stack them up super high and then roll them out to the back and then just load them. Like, I did so much and I was overexerting myself. I, once again, overdid it, and I was super dehydrated. Like, it was so bad because I wasn't drinking enough water. I didn't eat all day. I had, like, a protein bar in the morning, and I didn't get done until, I think I went over to her house around like 12, and then I didn't end up finishing until like 7 or 8, something like that. But I only ended up having like a sandwich, like a ham cheese sandwich at the friend's house. So that was all I ate, and a protein bar all day. Like, it was horrible. I was just like overdoing it, and I ended up getting home and I had the worst eye headache ever. Like, I just felt super dehydrated. Oh, I just got this everywhere. I just felt super dehydrated, and the next morning I was supposed to help her again move, and I could not get out of bed for the first like 3 hours. Like, I'm normally an early bird. Like, I can wake up at like 6 or 5 and like start my day because I usually feed the dogs around 7. But yeah, it was bad. I overdid it and I was so dehydrated. So I was chugging like Gatorade, Pedialyte, like everything, trying to get myself together to go help her again on Sunday. But I finally was feeling better after a couple hours. Went and helped her again, did the same thing, was literally overdoing it. I just love to help people that need help. That was like in the middle of May. And then towards the end of May, which was the Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day was the 30th, Monday, but Saturday, the 28th, my dad was having like a little cookout at his house. And I haven't seen my dad in a while, like a long time, since my birthday, I think, because I celebrated here. But we ended up going over there. We had so much fun, but I was getting the same symptoms again. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Barely drank. I had probably like a little thing of water, and I had one cheeseburger, and that was it. And I was like dying. Like, I was so dehydrated. I have a massive eye headache, but I thought it was just because I was doing so much and I wasn't like hydrating my body and like all this stuff. So I'm just ignoring it. Like, I just keep going with my day. So I'm ignoring my symptoms because I thought it was just I'm not eating enough, like I always do. I literally do this all the time. When there's a family get together or I'm too busy doing something, I won't take care of my body. I won't drink enough water. I won't eat enough. So I do it to myself. And I'm so used to the symptoms that I just like brush them off and ignore them until I get home. And then I just try to like chug Pedialyte, Gatorade to make myself hydrated and feel better again. And I take like headache stuff like Tylenol or whatever. Oh, my eyelash is picking up. Hang on. Sorry, that was probably so distracting. We go to my dad's and we're eating, we're having fun. I'll also I won't insert my sister's pictures because I don't know if they like want me to put that on here. But a long time ago, we took photos. I don't know how old I was. I don't know if I was like 13, 14, something like that. I can't remember my age. But we took these like modeling pictures and my dad blew them up or put them on, or I think it was my aunt. She took them and then gave them to my dad as a gift. I can't remember, but he always had these photos of us hanging up at his house. So I don't know which sister. I don't know if it was Hannah or Morgan. I think it was Hannah, my little sister. She was like, we should reenact these photos, like us now versus then, or something like that, because we were talking about it. So we all went up to our picture and like we're either holding it or trying to pose exactly how the picture was. And I'll show you what they look like. That's so funny. But we were doing that. Like, we were having so much fun all night. And we had a family friend. We invited him. He's like the jack of all trades. Literally love him. He will do anything for anyone. Like, he is so amazing. I love him and his family. But he couldn't make it because he works all the time. He's literally a workaholic. But his son came and like hung out with us and had fun. So we're all like hanging out, having fun. And then we ended up having to drive the family friend's son home. So we're going over and the family friend is home now because it's like way later. I think it was like 8 o'clock or something like that, or like really late. And we ended up driving the family friend's son home. We're all like talking, having fun, and we all agreed to have like a cookout at our house, like just grill, Sunday, because that was on Saturday. That next day, the 29th, Sunday, around like 3. We're all like hanging out. It got so late. I think it was like 10 o'clock or something like that, and I have an hour drive home from this person's house. So we finally leave, and hour drive home. I get home. I'm super dehydrated again. I wasn't taking care of my body. I'm exhausted. Same thing. I go through the same process. I have to drink like Pedialyte, Gatorade to like heal myself because I just don't take care of myself. I know it's my issue and I need to like do something better with myself. I'm gonna start bringing drinks and like not caring if I have to go to the bathroom or not. I also, for the longest time, was so afraid to use public bathrooms. I was trying so hard to not touch anything in public if I didn't have to. Just because I didn't want to get COVID. I mean, it was that bad. There were so many times where I'm like, I would much rather hold my bathroom until I got home just so I didn't have to use a public bathroom. I know you could still like wash your hands and all that, but I was trying so hard to not touch as much as I could in any store because I'm like that paranoid I just didn't want to get COVID. I drive home, hour drive, and then the next day I decide to wake up early and do yard work. So I think it took me, I woke up super early. Our grill or like cookout wasn't supposed to be till 3. And then I was like power cleaning my whole house. I was doing yard work. I did the edging, I clipped back some of the bushes in the back. I took like 3 garbage cans full of like brush out to like the side of the house, and Literally, I was doing the most, and I was feeling those same symptoms again. I was feeling the massive eye headache, dehydrated, just drained, and so like exhausted. But the whole time I was in a time crunch, so I'm doing the same thing again. I didn't even take a break to take water or anything, and it's hot in Florida. So I'm doing the most again and overdoing it with my body. I got a hair in my nose. I'm just like doing the most. So I'm dehydrated again and I feel like crap. I have the massive eye headache. I'm dying, but I'm like pushing through. I literally will do everything in my power. I don't care how crappy I feel until I'm done. Because also I was in a time crunch. I had friends coming over to like hang out and grill with us. So then 3 o'clock comes around and everybody's hanging out, having fun, and the family friend and son came again that was at my dad's to hang out with us. And his wife was here, their other kid, and my neighbor decides to come over. And we haven't seen her in forever. So we're all hanging out, having fun. Nobody, I don't think we hugged or shook hands or anything. Like, we were just like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah. We all sit down, we're grilling and just talking, having fun, talking about the Johnny Depp case because it was just so funny. But we literally were talking about like everything, having fun. I'm drinking, and I don't really drink that much. I drink like once in a blue moon just because I hate how it makes me feel the next day, and I'm like always tired and exhausted and just don't like all that. But I'm drinking, I usually drink wine because it's not as bad. I don't have a massive headache the next day. But this day I decided to drink these like Truly drinks, like they're really good. So I think I had about 4 or 5 of them. I had a lot, and I was feeling that massive eye headache again. And I had the same thing. I ate a cheeseburger. I had like stuffed shells or something. I forgot what it was, but I had a lot of food, I thought. But I don't think I was drinking enough water. Same symptoms again. Massive eye headache. I was feeling so crappy again. And but I kept pushing through. I was like, I want to hang out, I want to have fun, blah blah. So then the night ends around like 8. Everybody goes home, and once again, we didn't even hug anyone goodbye. Everyone just like went home. And Monday comes along, and I am feeling so crappy again, like the massive eye headache, and I was just dying. And I was like, it's because I did so much yard work. I was overdoing it, and I didn't hydrate myself while I was drinking. I always like brushed off my symptoms because I'm pretty sure around this time maybe I had COVID. I really think I got it at my dad's. Like that's the day that it started. But I was just brushing it off like I'm dehydrated because I felt these symptoms before when I was like walking around the mall and like doing all this stuff. Like I always do this to myself, so I know these symptoms, and I just brush them off because I'm dehydrated and I didn't eat right. Monday comes along. I have to go to we have realtors in our family, and I'm gonna like try really hard to say this without saying names or whatever because I don't want to get into people's like personal business or whatever, but we have a family friend that is a realtor, and there's a woman that he knows that was trying to sell her house, and it's a beautiful house. It's probably like an hour away from me though, and she wanted to add mulch around all of her plants and stuff. I wish I recorded it because her backyard was so beautiful. But she wanted to add mulch in between the plants to make it look better because the realtor was going to come the next day to take pictures and like put it up for sale. So she wanted everything to be like perfect. So the family friend said that he knew someone that would do it for her. So there's where I come in. That Monday, woke up super early, drove an hour away, went to Lowe's, stocked up on about like 12 bags of mulch, and then went to her house and put the mulch down. I can barely talk, I'm so sorry. I ended up putting the mulch down and spreading it all over, and I'm feeling these symptoms again. Like a massive eye headache, I'm dehydrated, I had no breakfast. I also brought a water bottle, but I barely drank it. When I'm focused and want to get something done, I won't take breaks. I just want to get it done so I can go home. Plus she was like an hour away, so I just wanted to hurry and get stuff done. So I am like rushing and I'm trying to just get everything done, and then finally at the end I'm like drinking a water bottle, but that was like hours later after I'm putting all this mulch down. 12 bags of mulch. I'm driving home and I'm starving. I have the massive eye headache. I'm dying again. So I stopped and I got McDonald's. And I know it's not the best for you. That was probably like my bad, but I was so hungry and kind of like hungover because I drink a lot. So when you drink, you kind of want like greasy food, especially McDonald's fries. They're amazing. So I got 2 Happy Meals because I wanted the toys, and I ended up devouring all of it, but I still was having this massive eye headache, and it was so horrible. Like, it's this eye headache, I can't even explain it, but I just felt so drained and like exhausted. I'm like, I just did a lot this weekend. I feel very accomplished that I did a lot, but I'm just so exhausted and not feeling good. So I ended up going home. It was an hour drive home, and the lady was so nice, but I did the mulch and I ended up going home, and I just laid in bed like almost all day. Like, I was so exhausted from that whole weekend. I was just overdoing it and my body was just like tapping out. I'm like, I'm done. And then Tuesday came along, and that's when everything hit me. I knew for sure I got sick. Like, I was literally could not get out of bed. I was not feeling good at all. Massive eye headache. My throat was super swollen, and like it felt like I was swallowing glass. Like, it was really, really swollen. I had a cough. I literally, like, all these symptoms. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just must have overdone it. Like, this weekend I did too much and I need to like just relax. I'm trying to push through my symptoms, and I'm still going to work. I work from home, so I wasn't like in the office. Monday I had off of work because it was Memorial Day. So I had a nice long weekend, but I did so much and I was so exhausted by Tuesday, and I felt like horrible. Like, I felt like I was sick. But I kept brushing it off because I'm like, oh, it was probably me overdoing it that weekend because I did like yard work like crazy for hours. I was at my dad's late, and then I had to do the mulch on Monday for that lady. So I'm just exhausted and tapping out. Like, my body's like, it's done. Like, you need to calm down. I have to clock into work on Tuesday, and I'm just feeling like death. Like, I cannot even function. And I'm just pushing through it. By the time Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, my symptoms are getting worse. So by Thursday, I am feeling like trash. Like, every single possible symptom you could possibly have for a cold, I have it. I had the shivers. I get cold easily, but not to the point where I'm like shivering. Like, that's usually a sign that you had a fever. I had the shivers. My throat was closing. Like, it felt like I was swallowing glass. Really bad cough. My nose was runny. I was so congested, stuffy, massive eye headache that was so horrible, that was making me nauseous. Like, I almost felt like I had to puke. I had the runs. I literally had every single symptom possible. By Thursday, I clocked into work, and I was feeling so horrible that by 10 o'clock, because I kept trying to push through it like I did the whole week, but it was getting to the point where like I couldn't even look at the screen. Like, light was affecting me. Light was affecting my eyes, and like the bad eye headache is so painful that it like makes you want to puke. Like, I was trying to fight the nauseous feeling, and I was super dizzy, and like it was just so bad. Every symptom possible. Thursday comes along. I'm clocked into work. I tried to work, and then 10 o'clock comes, and I'm like, I talked to my supervisor. I was like, is there any way I can leave? I know I have COVID, because by the time it was Thursday, my sister was feeling horrible too, and we were all at my dad's house. So she was feeling horrible. She took a COVID test, and sure enough, it was positive. She had COVID. So like, literally everybody that was at my dad's, I swear we had a COVID party because everybody got it. Like, literally, it was like airborne. My sister's fiance's dad got it. My sister got it, I got it, her fiance got it. Like, literally my dad got it, everybody that was there got it. And then I'm freaking out because I called off of work Thursday, and I just took Thursday and Friday to heal, and Saturday and Sunday because I don't work on the weekends. But I took the whole 4 days. I did not leave my bed at all. Like, if I did, it was just to go to the bathroom. I tried to like let the dogs out, and I don't know, it was just horrible. I barely left my bed. Like, messaging everyone, seeing everyone's symptoms and like what's going on. The family friend's son, he ended up getting sick. My neighbor got sick that came over on Saturday. Like literally it was so quick. It spread like wildfire. And I didn't even know I had it until obviously it was too late, because I kept brushing off the symptoms because I thought that's just what I normally do. I'm always like dehydrated. I don't like feed myself enough or get enough water in my body, like when I'm out doing something, or if I'm hanging out with someone, or if we're out, like I don't know, I just neglect what I'm supposed to do to like take care of myself. So I always get these symptoms like the massive eye headache, and I just feel drained and like exhausted. So I just thought that's what it was. I'm not taking care of myself and I'm overdoing it. And it just ended up getting worse and worse and worse. And then finally I got COVID. So it was really bad. I couldn't like clean my house at all for like over a week. As soon as the symptoms were starting to like lighten up, I couldn't really smell or taste. That's when you know you got COVID, because you lose your taste and smell. And I like felt like I could smell some things, but like my house, when I was walking around, it smelled musty. Like it literally was giving me such bad anxiety. Like it felt dirty and nasty in my house. So I deep cleaned everything I could when I was feeling better. It was like over a week after this happened. I'm like mopping the floors with like Pine Sol. I'm cleaning with like bleach and stuff. I don't smell anything. Like I can't smell any of the chemicals, and it still smells musty in my house. Like it just stinks, and I don't know why. And my sister, my second oldest sister, she didn't get sick, but she already got COVID like when it first happened back in like I think 2020 or 2021, I can't remember. But her and her family got really sick. And she told me the same thing. Like it's just because you lost your smell and taste, like things smell really weird. So I tried to open up a can of Coca-Cola, couldn't even taste that. Like it was just so weird. Yeah, my lashes are not staying down, so sorry if you keep seeing them. When I went to my dad's that weekend, I bought 2 humongous things of watermelon, and I cut them up. Sorry if you hear Paisley, it's storming really bad. My dad asked if I could bring just watermelon. Well, his girlfriend did, to the get-together. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So I bought 1 whole watermelon, cut it all up before the party, and brought it in a container and gave it to them. Like a huge container full of watermelon, because I got a full watermelon. And then I bought another one to cut up and leave at my house, because I haven't had watermelon forever and I absolutely love watermelon. Thank God I got another watermelon and left it here, because it was amazing while I was sick. It hydrates you. So nice and cold on my throat, like when it was swollen. Oh my gosh, it was just so good, and I'm so glad I had it. But it's funny because I was so paranoid to get COVID the whole time it was like going around. I was so paranoid. Everywhere I went, I was like, I'm gonna try really hard to not touch as much as I can when I'm out in like stores and stuff, and like use their bathroom, because I didn't want to get COVID. Because my sister already had it. She told me the whole family got it, and she told me how horrible it was. So I was like, oh, I hope I don't get it. So all of like 2020, 2021, and then most of 2022, I didn't get it until about a month ago. But I'm glad it happened, because now I have the antibodies or whatever it's called. So if it does go around, I shouldn't get it as bad as I did. But oh my God, it was literally the worst, like torture. I could not leave my bed for like days and days and days. I only requested off 2 days of work, which was good. But my little sister had to request off like over a week. Like she was not doing good at all. Like I know it hits everybody different, but I was trying so hard to not use all of my time at work to call off. So I'm like sitting here trying to like fight it. But the only thing I did was lots of vitamins, watermelon, Gatorade, Propel, Pedialyte. I had soup, but I felt like every time I ate soup, it made me like nauseous and not feel good, like chicken noodle soup. So I barely ate. Like, oh my gosh, when I ate, it just made me sick. And it's weird because I didn't want to cook, so I was ordering out like crazy every single day. And by the time the food got to my house, I wasn't even hungry. Like I didn't even want to eat. And then when you do eat, like you have to force yourself to eat, because obviously you're trying to take vitamins and stuff. That's not good to eat on an empty stomach. But it literally, like you can't even taste it. So like, because your taste is gone, the taste and smell. So I couldn't even taste what I was eating. I don't know, it was just really bad. And I get like dizzy really easily. I get tired quick. Like I know I'm gonna get back to normal like eventually, but I can barely like clean my house. I have to sit down and take breaks. When I take a shower and like shave, I have to like take breaks. Like literally like the smallest things, I get tired so quick. It's so crazy. Like this thing took a lot out of me, but I'm feeling a lot better now. I still have kind of like a runny nose. It's not too bad, but it just like feels like it's stuck in my throat, like all the phlegm and stuff. And then I have like the bad eye headaches that keep coming up, but that'll go away. Oh, I took Mucinex one of the days because I was so congested and I had a cough and it was just a lot of phlegm. So I'm like, okay, Mucinex is supposed to like break up your phlegm and like help that. So I'm like, for sure that'll work. And it made it so much worse. I feel like cough medicine, Mucinex, like certain medicines make it way worse, like your symptoms. So I flat out was just taking Tylenol extra strength for my pain and vitamins like crazy, vitamin C and like all this stuff. If you're interested, I could like post a picture of the vitamins I was taking, but a lot of them I got off of Amazon and Walmart, but it was so bad. I'm just glad it's over. But I haven't been able to leave my house. I really have to get groceries really bad. But it sounds like it's storming. Like it's thundering really bad. And if you're following me on like social media and stuff, I did post like the COVID test and it was positive. And that was about it. I haven't really, like there's some people that reached out and like hoped I was okay. It's just scary. And my dad got it and it just scared me so bad. I just hope he doesn't get it as bad as like me and my little sister did. I just could not believe how strong it was. Like every single possible symptom you could get in a flu or cold is what I got. Like besides puking, but I was so close. Like every single day I felt like I was gonna puke. Like it was so bad. But enough of all that. That's why I've been missing forever, because I've been really sick. Like couldn't even do anything. And I was excited when I requested off of work because I'm like, yay, I can get on my iPad and like play some games or something. No, I slept the whole entire time. Like I could not even hold the iPad up. Like it was that bad. Other news, this is gonna be the longest video ever and I'm so sorry. But I haven't posted in forever, so I just thought I would update everyone because they're probably like, what's going on? I know I don't post all the time. Like sometimes I like to take breaks because mentally it's just so draining trying to figure out content, edit it for hours, add music. Like it takes a long time for me to post and edit videos and make them. So a lot of the times I'm just like, I'm gonna take a break for a little while. So usually when you see the gaps, it's just me like wanting to take a break. Because social media sometimes can be very overwhelming and toxic and crazy, so it's good to take breaks. But I mainly wanted to do this channel as like memories, like vlogging, and also home projects, like DIYs and stuff, because I bought an older home in 2019 and I love flipping it, like trying to make it better, because it is an older home. It was built in like the 80s. So that's coming up too. I'm gonna look at hardwood floor soon. Not this weekend, but I think maybe the following. I'm gonna start shopping for hardwood floor and get rid of all of my carpet in my house, because having 3 dogs and carpet is just not fun. I'm gonna be doing a lot more home projects too, and I'm gonna be recording them for sure. I also want to knock down this back window and make it into French doors in my back room. I have like 2 living rooms, but it's the main living room, if that makes sense. And I want to knock that down, make French doors going out, and then have like a chill little area outside of that, like a deck and a gazebo, a fire pit, like a whole bunch of stuff. And then I also got a griddler. Those things are awesome, but I want to have that out there so I can like make breakfast or like whatever. So that's gonna be part of that little project that I'm gonna be doing. That'll be so fun. But I want to do that. I want to extend the fences on the side of the house as well to like out more. So many new changes. But this little sickness just put me back a little bit, but I'm like so excited to be like healthier. I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna take care of my body and not torture myself by like starving and not drinking enough water while I'm out. These Propels, my sister told me about them. I really like them. I got a variety pack and there isn't like a lot of sugar in it, but it helps with the electrolytes. I'm just so glad I'm feeling better. And I'm thinking about, I do have to like deep clean my house. I have to do yard work again. My palm trees look horrible. Like they're just, their seeds hanging out and like it just looks so bad. I have to do that. I was so afraid that dogs can get COVID because I was holding my dogs while I was sick and like kissing them, and I was like, oh my gosh, can dogs get COVID? Because I'm like terrified. I was literally all over the dogs. And they like to roll around in dirt and stuff in the backyard. I have a hair on my face. They like to roll around in the dirt in the backyard, and that's another reason why my face breaks out so bad, because I hug them and I touch them and stuff with a bare face with no makeup on, and they're full of dirt. So when you do that, your face breaks out. I just was like not taking care of myself, and there was like a few days in a row I couldn't even brush my teeth. Like it was so bad. I could not get out of bed. But on a positive note, I'm gonna start going to the gym again. I'm literally gonna do so many different things so I take better care, and now I'm not gonna be afraid because I already got COVID and I know like what it's like. So I feel like getting it helped because now I have the antibodies and I don't like think I would get it that bad again if it did come around. I cannot tell you how quick that spread. Like it was like airborne and it was so quick. I also was watching the Johnny Depp case and I'm so happy he won. I literally love him. I know like every girl in the world does, but I used to watch his movies like crazy growing up and literally love him. He is so good in everything that he plays. But I haven't wore makeup in like over 3 weeks. I haven't got ready. I haven't done anything. I've just been like laying in my bed trying to heal and slowly cleaning my house, like deep cleaning it so I get rid of like germs and stuff. I've been going around spraying Lysol and I'm just ready to be done being sick. Like I am so cooped up and I'm going crazy. I just want to get out of the house. It's been like 3 weeks now, and they say up to like 10 days you should be good after getting COVID to like leave the house and like do normal things. So it's well over 10 days, so nobody come at me. I'm literally like, it's been a while. It's like almost a month. I also wanted to share, I don't know if I ever shared this, but around like May time before I got sick, I was ordering stuff and I also went to Five Below, and I wanted to share. I wasn't into the Squishmallows, and I just thought they were so overpriced, like $30 for like a huge one, and like, I don't know, they were cute, but I wasn't like into them. But lately I've been collecting stuffed animals and I don't know why. Like I have a huge Pikachu pillow that I got from Target, and I bought a Jack Skellington thing around Christmas time, like a plushie. I don't know, I just got so many and I put them on my throne chair that I had from Halloween. But I went to Five Below and they had the cutest Squishmallows for $5. So I bought 2. I got this little like husky drinking like a little hot chocolate. So cute. And then I got a little Minky. They're just like the cutest things I've ever seen. Although his buttons look sideways. Huh. That's gonna give me a really bad OCD. Why are they sideways? But I also got, I ordered a ton of stuff off of Shein, and I don't know why, when we went to the mall, me and my sisters, we were walking around and there's this store in the mall called Earthbound or something like that. I really love that store. It's so cool. It's more earthy and like boho vibes. But they had the cutest rings, but they were like almost $20 for one ring. And I was like, I would never spend that. Like you just get a couple rings and you're already at $100. So I went on Shein and sure enough, they had cheap rings and I bought a million of them. A lot of them came in like packs, like a variety pack. Oh, I don't know if you could see it. A lot of them came in like a variety pack. Like most of these were all together for one price, like $5 or something like that. And then a couple were like 90 cents or something like that. But I found this one. It's a little like mood ring, and it's so nice and big, but I absolutely love that. I did get a mood ring from, I think, Amazon, but it didn't even fit me. But this one's cool because it's nice and big. I really like that. And then I also got just like a couple more that I'm wearing. This like nice blingy one that's like all the way around. And then just this one. There's just little like butterflies on it. And I got the case from Shein. It was $11 or $10. But they're so cute. Oh, ignore that. I don't know why, but I was really into the snake rings too. I saw that at the Earthbound store. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they had this cool one that was so long and it bent with your finger. Like it came all the way out to here. So I'm like, I would love that, but not for that price. So, like literally they have the coolest rings. I'm so obsessed and I don't know why. They have these cool like big rings too. I don't know why I was into like the big gaudy rings. They also had this little turquoise one. Oh, I don't know if it'll show you. There you go. But they have so many. This little butterfly one. I don't know if it'll show you. There you go. Don't mind my nails. They look horrible. Yeah, I don't know. But I love these. They're so cute. I also want to share, I was talking to my dermatologist a while ago, back like around my birthday time when I went to get moles removed, because I do that every year because I'm a pale redhead and they can turn into melanoma if I don't. So my yearly checkup, I go and I was trying to get tretinoin for my face because that's supposed to help with like acne, anti-aging, all that's supposed to be really, really good for your face. So I finally got some. And then I also was asking about some lotions that were drugstore that they recommended that are like cheap, affordable, and like work really well to hydrate your face but won't break you out, because I break out so easily on certain items. I did see, and you could tell I'm obsessed. I have these all around my house. Like I'm terrified of running out. But these are amazing. I don't know if I'm saying the brand right. It is Nivea or Nivea cream. But this stuff is amazing. It's thick, but that was what the dermatologist said. She said you want a cream, not a lotion. So this stuff is bomb. Like this is the one thing that was at the drugstore that does not break me out. And I'm obsessed. Like I use it underneath my foundation before I put on makeup. I use it at night. And I had to share. I love that stuff so much. I did film like a few videos. I filmed during my birthday time. I filmed 30 things I learned in the 30 years of living. I found the video idea from Jenna Marbles. I miss her. But it was way too long. I'm rambling and say the same things on my list. Like it's literally the same thing. 1 through 30, I pretty much like almost all of them are the same. They're just reworded. Like I literally was talking about the same things over and over. So I don't know, I just really didn't like that video. I was trying to edit it so many times and it's almost at like 3 hours that I have to edit it because I talked so much. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna upload that. I really didn't like it. I might have to re-film it, but just sucks. Cause I'm not good at like making stuff short and sweet. I'm always like, I drag everything out. I also don't really talk to anyone. I don't leave my house, so I work from home. So like when I do talk, I talk a lot. Cause I literally don't talk to anyone. except for my sister's. I've pre-filmed so many videos and I hate them. Like, I don't like posting any of them, so I don't know, they just sit on my computer until I feel like I should post them. Like, I think I filmed 3 or 4 videos and none of them I like. I did a self-tanner review on the Platinum self-tanner, didn't like it. I mean, I liked the self-tanner, I didn't like my video, it looked horrible. I did one on the Grande Lash Serum, loved the product, but did a horrible job filming that. I don't know. I am very like hard on myself, but I need to not care. But yeah, I'm so glad I'm feeling better. I also got a new phone. I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it is humongous. I love it. I got the color like blue, and I guess now it comes with cases that are magnetic. It has like these little docking things that you can charge. Like the case, it just charges your phone instead of having to plug it in, which is nice. But it's really cool. I like it a lot. It's really nice and big. The pictures are awesome. I love it. I also, during like COVID time, I was sending Snapchat like pictures to my sister, like when I was feeling good, or when I was feeling bad. I just took a picture and was like, I'm dying. I also, when I got the phone, I also got Beats little headphones. These, I can tell you, I am obsessed. These are so amazing. They're the little earbuds and this like charging thing. I really like these. I have the AirPods and you're gonna be grossed out. Well, I guess it's not too bad. It's kind of dirty, but I have the AirPods, and I think these are like the newest version or the second to newest version. I don't know, but I don't like these because they're not as loud, and I feel like they're just a pain in the butt. I really don't like them. They still work, but I really like these. Like, these are so loud. They cancel out everything. I'm so obsessed, and I can't wait to use these at the gym. I like to use them around the house too. So out of both of these are bomb. I absolutely love them. The only bad thing is I did get them while I was at the phone store, because they like to give you like credits and stuff, or like, I don't know. I usually always get Beats when I upgrade my phone. So what was I getting? Oh, when I got these, it just came with the cord. Nothing worked for this plug. It was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen, it was almost like an Android kind of thing. Like the, I don't know, the adapter, I guess that's what they call it. So I had to go on Amazon and buy the adapter. That's the only bad thing, kind of sucked, but it's so worth it. These are so loud and they cancel out literally everything. So I don't know, I'm gonna be using these a lot more. But yeah, I think that's like the only new things going on. July, I have to take all of my dogs at once to the vet. It's gonna be a circus to get all their their shots renewed and nails clipped, all that fun stuff. And hurricane season is coming up. I think it starts in July. Not looking forward to that. Let me know below if you guys have ever had COVID and how it was for you. Did you have to request off work? Like, was it really bad? Sorry if I go like missing for a while. Just know I'm either taking a break or I'm sick. But I have a ton of home renovation projects coming up. I cannot wait. The first thing I'm doing is flooring. Like, that's number one. Because I hate carpet so much when you have dogs, and I feel like no matter how much you clean carpet, there's stuff that still gets stuck in there, like dust and hair, and it doesn't matter how much you clean it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!